So if you see, there are few examples that uh, we have in your NCRT. So first is, suppose a person is the screen visible to everyone? So first example is, if a person is having, Reena applies for a job and she got selected, and then she started with monthly salary of 8,000. I don't know, this book was printed maybe 10-15 years ago, and that's what they paid then. So they started with 8,000, and then increment of 500 every year. So 8,000, second year it would be 8,500, third year it would be 9,000. So this is how these sequence of numbers continue, the terms continue. Now second example is, the steps, the rungs of this ladder, they are in decreasing length, decreasing order of length. So 45, 43, 41, so 2 centimeter, the length is decreasing. And one more similar, it's not similar. So this is with this is with compound interest. We'll do compound interest later. Okay, so 1 square, 2 square, 3 square. This is another example. So we saw these 2-3 examples. Now if you notice, the difference of the consecutive terms here, it is same. First is 8,000, 8,500. So it is 500. The difference is 500, right? Likewise, if you see for the second one, the difference or the gap of the consecutive numbers is -2. I mean, we have to do second term minus first term, so it is -2. That's the difference we have. So this is arithmetic progression. Arithmetic means simple addition or subtraction. That's what arithmetic deals. Okay. So whenever the consecutive terms of a series of numbers, series of terms is, they have a common difference, they have a fixed difference between the consecutive terms, it is called arithmetic progression. So we'll go to the definition, NCRT. Arithmetic progression is the list of numbers in which each term is obtained by adding a fixed number to the preceding term except the first term. So first term we started with 8,000 or 45. That is okay. But the consecutive numbers will be getting the consecutive terms numbers by adding a fixed number. That was the difference. So that is arithmetic progression. Easy definition, pretty straightforward, nothing complicated. Okay. Mohita, is that okay? Okay. Now the interesting part is, of course we saw that can be positive also, that could be negative also, but the interesting part is it could be 0 also. So if we have 2, 2, 2, 2, so is this an AP? Yes or no? Yes or no? No. Ishan, no? Yes? No. Mohita, no? Okay. So that's what I said, it is the interesting part, you missed it. The difference could be 0 also. The gap, the common difference, that could be 0 also. So the difference of consecutive terms here is 0, right? 2 minus 2 is 0 all throughout. 2 minus 2, 2 minus 2. So we can have the difference as positive, negative, or 0. Is that okay? Okay. Now this chapter, you will understand, like whenever we will be discussing, the topic would be very simple. You will get it very quickly. Everything would be, kind of piece of cake. But when we come to the questions, they tend to become tricky, and for the most part students get confused. So what we should do is, each of these basic terms that I would be sharing, three four, there are only two identities in this chapter, and again that would be very easy to learn. You will understand it pretty quickly. But the point is, what we should focus from the beginning is what these terms stand for. Like one term I introduced, D, common difference, so that is very easy. But then when we'll be doing the questions, that would become little tricky. So of course I would be helping out, but beware of be ready, this is going to happen. Now let's start with one AP. Suppose we start with 3 and I take 7, 11, 15. So this is known as, obvious enough, first term. Okay, this is the first term, and generally we write it as A, and in some textbooks they use A1, A0 also. So for our case we'll be using A. So first term is small letter A. Now the difference of the consecutive terms, second term minus first term, or third term minus second term, fourth term minus third term, that is D, small d, and it's known as common difference. Obvious enough. Common difference. This gap is the constant gap between consecutive terms is common difference. So first term, and now you can of course write second term, third term, fourth term, and D is the common difference. Now the interesting part is, again, it's the confusing part also. The fourth term is 15. Okay. Now what we should from the beginning understand is the term 4, the n value, the term, this is term, which term it is. So the term position is different from the term value. The term place was 4, n was 4, right? But the value sitting in the fourth place, it was 15. It was not equal to 4. It's not number 4 sitting on the fourth place. Ishan, is that okay? All right. So the terms are different from the position. So just like another example I can give you, just like we get first position, second position, third position, the prizes, na? So likewise we can have these places, first bucket, second bucket, third bucket. So now remember this analogy, it would help you in future. So first term, second term, third term, all these terms, then common difference. Okay. Okay, let's do some easy questions, then we'll come to the formula. So I think you can tell it orally also. Oh, just a moment. So this is an AP, 3 by 2, 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2, minus 3 by 2. We have to write the first, write A value and D value. So what is the A value and D value? Quickly find it. If you want to do orally, you can do it, but do it right. I mean, don't get it wrong. You would like to try? Ishan, you want to try?
Sir, A value is 3 by 2,
Yeah.
and then D, that is the common difference, would be like 2 by 2, that is 3 by 2 minus 1 by 2.
Okay. Is that correct? No. Mudit is saying no. So, okay, what is correct, Mudit? Please guide us.
1 by 2 minus 3 by 2.
Huh?
So 1 by 2 minus 3 by 2.
1 by 2 minus 3 by 2. Second term minus first term. So we just started and you started making mistakes. It's very easy topic. Don't get, the simple things wrong. Second term minus first term. Third term minus second term. Fourth term minus like that. So what is the answer? Mudit? A and
Minus
D?
2 by 2.
Huh?
Minus 1.
I couldn't hear.
So A is
What
3
is
by 2 and D is minus 1.
D is minus 1. Mohita, is that okay? Ishan, you got it? Okay. Okay, let's try. Second, all four parts. If you want to do orally, also you can do. You have the liberty. You can just raise your hand and tell. First one. Yes, Mohita.
The first one forms an AP, and the next two terms will be 28 and 34.
Is that okay, Ishan? Okay. Verified. Second. Try the second one. Done, Mudit. Okay, tell us.
So the second one is also an AP.
Okay.
Uh, the common difference is minus 2.
Okay.
And the next number is minus 7.
And
A is 1.
no, no. Right next two terms. You have not read the question.
Oh, minus 7
Next.
and minus 1.
Yes. Ishan, is that correct? Okay, next question. Third part. Yes, Moita.
It is not an AP because it's not
Okay.
progressive.
Okay, it's not going anywhere. I mean, it goes and it comes back. So that is, I mean, it wouldn't be exactly the right thing to say. The point is the consecutive terms common difference is not same. For the first two terms, it is 4, and then next two terms, second and 3 minus 2, term 3 minus term 2 is minus 4. So the D is changing, and therefore these are not in AP. Fourth one, Ishan.
Sir, this fourth one is also not an AP.
Okay, if it's not, then why to discuss it? We'll continue. All right, so fifth part, third, fifth part.
So all of them?
Third, fifth part. Someone else was saying something? No. Anyone got it? Fifth one? Okay. Mudit?
So it's not an AP.
It's not an AP. Ishan?
So according to me, it's an AP.
It's an AP. So Moita will see where to vote. Which party wins. Yes, Moita.
It is not an AP.
It's not an AP. Ishan, you lose the elections. 1 by 3 minus 1 by 2 is not equal to 1 by 4 minus 1 by 3. You can check it. If you're confused, stop me and ask. Sixth one.
Is an AP.
Yes, Mudit? You're saying something, Mudit?
So it is an AP.
It is sixth one.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, Moita?
It is not an AP.
Okay. Ishan, where do you want to vote? And by the way, Mudit, you can change your answers till Ishan answers. Want to change? No? Yes?
It's not an AP.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'll change my party to BJP.
Okay. Mudit, so
Except the first term, it was 4 for the difference.
2 to the power 4 is 16 minus 8. That is 8. And 8 minus 4 is 4. And 4 minus 2 is 2. Neither your answer was correct and neither your explanation was on point. Okay, seventh. This is important. This could be little confusing. So hint, I'm giving you a hint in the beginning. 2 apple plus 3 apple is 5 apple. For those who are thinking that what kind of a hint this is, you'll repent it in a minute or two. Of course, in case you don't get it, not otherwise. You have to take the factors out of the square root also. I mean, that's how we'll decide.
Sir, I don't think it's a AP.
Let me break it to you. It is an AP.
Sir, it is an AP.
Here we go. One supporter. Yes, Moita.
Yes, sir, it is an AP.
Okay. Ishan, where have you reached?
Definitely got answer.
Sorry.
It is an AP, sir.
Okay, tell me the terms. All four terms, Ishan.
Like the next button of
First four terms. The first four
the
terms.
root 3, then
Yeah.
2 root 3, then 3 root 3, then 4 root 3.
Okay. So if you want to subtract or add, just like we do, no, 2 apple plus 3 apple. So three root two. I mean 3 root 3 minus 2 root 3. So that is root 3. So it's a in case it confuses you, you can remember this. Okay. Fourth one you can try. I mean, you can yourself give it a try. Just close your eyes for a moment. Let me erase the answers. Mm. So now we'll discuss the first formula. That is okay. Before that, we'll do this fifth question. Please try the fifth question. Fifth first part. The question is saying, is it true that these nth terms form an AP, 2n minus 3? So we have to plug in the values of n, 1, 2, 3, and check whether the output, whatever we get for 2n minus 3, for 1, 2, and 3, that's in AP or not. And likewise, okay, first try the first one and then we'll discuss the second and third. Just do it for 3, 4 terms only, not more than that.
So the first one is an AP.
First one is an AP.
Okay.
Okay.
2 minus 3.
Okay. Next, try the rest of these second, third part also. And you can raise your hands like this in video so that I can see. Yes, Mohita.
The second one is also an AP.
Second one is also an AP. I fear not. No, Ishan and Mudita are nodding their heads. It's not. Just give me your values. First 3-4 terms. Mohita.
Oh, I made a mistake, sir.
Of course. Done? Mohita. Second one is or
Not an
isn't.
AP.
Third one.
It's not an AP.
Okay. Ishan, third one.
Sir, I'm still doing that problem.
Mudit.
I just started.
It's.
Sir, I just started.
Oh.
The same
The
thing.
point. Yes, Ishan.
It's not an AP, the third one also.
See, the point is we have square terms, right? So square terms would create a problem to get an AP. For the most part, you won't get it. I mean, because it's a square term, so you will not get it. The difference of consecutive terms when you go maybe 4 to 7, 4, 5, so it's 16, 25, all this. There's a lot of gap you will get in consecutive terms. It's not going to end up in an AP. Okay, so now we'll discuss the first formula for that. First, so the first term is A, right? First term is A. Okay, just a minute. And common difference is D. So how do you get the second term? We can add D to this and get the second term, A plus D. It's not working. Is that correct, Ishan?
Yes, sir.
And third term I can get by A plus D plus D. That is A plus 2D. All right. It's not working. Mohita, is that correct? Okay. So, can anyone tell what is going to be A5?
A plus 4.
A plus 4D. You raise your hands. Don't tell the answers. You're not just one or two people now. There are multiple people. And they may sue you, okay? So, beware. So, A plus infringing others' human rights. Okay, A10 would be? A10 would be? Yes, Mohita.
A plus 9B.
Okay. Mudit, A100 is
A plus 99.
A plus 99D. Okay, it's so what would be AN? Nth term. AN. Anyone? Mohita?
A plus n minus 1 d.
Okay. I wrote it 10 seconds ago, but yeah. So A plus N minus 1D. One term less than the nth value. That's how we get A plus N minus 1D. Ishan, is that okay? It's uploading. Just I don't know why it's lagging so much. Okay. So A plus N. Mudit, works? Okay. Now this is our first identity for this chapter, and we'll give some time to discuss what AN is, AD is. I'll just brush it once again. So A is the first term. Please note all these things. I would come to this again and again, and these are the confusing things. A is the first term. D is the common difference and consecutive difference. Consecutive. You can remember it, like this. Consecutive difference. Why it's not writing?
So what is the
And
identity A plus n minus 1d or A plus nd minus d?
that's the same thing, na? You can do A
So
plus
how should
100D.
we use it?
We'll come to that. We'll come to that. Consecutive terms difference. Terms difference. N is the position or place value. All right. Oh, it's not showing. Just give it some time to load. I don't know why it's not. N is the position or the place value, and AN is the value of that number, that whatever is sitting on that. So suppose we discussed na fourth place, what was sitting? 15. 15 was sitting at the fourth place. So N is 4 and A4 was 15. It's uploading. Just give me time. I don't know why it's not working. Maybe some net with issue. Okay. So N is the position or the place value, and AN is the term itself. Okay. So if we want to find A4, so A4 is why it's not working. A4. So A4 was 15. So N is 4 and this is the term 15. Is that correct? n was 4 and the term itself was 15. Ishan, you're there? Or having some
Yes, sir.
snacks behind? Okay.
No,
Okay. That's, snack time, so maybe. Mm, let me share my screen once again. I think that should be. Okay. So A4 was 15, the example that we saw earlier. So n value is 4, the position value is 4, but the term value is 15. Okay. Any confusion till now? Okay, so hopefully you have in the future. so so now let's do some questions. I mean, it's easy, but for some reason it is confusing. Just to I don't know what's wrong with this. Just okay. Not again. All right. Okay. So we have to find the 10th term of the AP. Oh, I have not shared my screen. Mm, Okay, I hope you can see the screen now. Okay, so we have to find the 10th term of this AP. So A is 2, D is 5, N is 10, and AN is, according to the formula, just write AN is A plus N minus 1D. So A10 would be A plus 10 minus 1 times D is 5 to 7 minus 2 is 5. That's D value. This A value. So A10 would be, the 10th term would be 2 plus 45. Okay, Mohita, you are raising your hand for the answer.
It should
Okay,
be
what's
47.
47? Okay. Now I wrote the whole answer, but it's taking time to. Okay. A10 is 47. Ishan, Mudit, it's okay. So the point is, we should know what AN is. What do we mean? What do we understand by AN? AN is the term, and N is the place of the term, position of the term. And A and D is very obvious, first term and the consecutive terms difference. So let's continue with some another question if OneNote permits me. Okay, so this is the exercise question. So please try this whole table. We'll do 1 2 whatever time permits. 7th, all parts we have to do, and if you are able to do this, I mean, you will get a lot of things, basics clear. Just try. Let me raise the answers. Yes, Mohita.
The first one, AN is equal to 7. No, sorry, 28.
How much? 28. Okay, 7 times 3 is 21 plus 7 is 28. That's the right answer. So good. Okay. Others are done with the first question. Ishan, Mudit. Okay. Yes, Mohita. Second one.
The second one, D is equal to 2.
0, 18, 9, D, 2. Okay. D is 2. Okay. Anyone else got this? Answer for the second one. D value as 2. Anyone is confused with anything, please stop me and ask.
So for the first one, AN is 29.
Okay, just chop off one from that and you will get 28.
So but 7 plus 24 minus.
How it is 24? Okay, 24 and minus 3, right? So that is 21 plus 7. So no need to multiply open up the bracket if the n value is given. If n is given 8, just assume it to be 7. I mean, it is 7. So 7 times 3. Do like that, okay? That would be easier. Board mass rule, na? First is bracket, then you will do multiplication. Why are you why are you multiplying it first? Board mass, basic. Yes, Mohita. And second one, everyone got? Or you're struggling with the first one, Mudit? You got the second one also? Okay. Yes, Mudita. Sorry. Mohita, I'm sorry.
It's okay,
Lot of
sir.
same.
A is equal to 46.
A value is 46. So let's see. You can continue to the other questions, other parts. We'll see. Third one, anyone apart from Mohita?
Sir, I got A value is 40, sorry, uh, A value is 46. Sir.
Very good.
So the
You
fourth
also
one,
got Mudit?
yeah.
All right. Fourth one, you need to tell Ishan, and fifth one, Mudit needs to tell.
So but the fifth one is very easy.
Fifth one is very easy. So you should solve it or not.
So because 0 is there, it's not
D is 0. Okay. So what's the answer?
35.
Huh?
35. I mean
35?
3.5. 3.5.
Okay. There must be some mistake. I think D might be 10. Let me confirm the question. It's unlikely to be 0, but you will get the marks if it is the value of D. Fourth one, Ishan.
Sir, calculating, but can you little bit zoom the box
Yeah.
one?
Minus 18.9, 2.5, 3.6. That's what the values are. The question is correct. Fifth part was correct. Lucky Mudit. Ishan, what about? Yes, Mudit.
I said that.
Huh?
So can I say the answer?
For fourth part. Yeah, go ahead.
So I got 8.5.
8.5. N value is 8.5. So you are into karate. Do you get 2.5th position, 2.5th prize ever? Okay. Moita? Yes.
N is equal to 10.
10. Okay. Ishan, what's your answer coming
Same
out to
side.
be?
N is equals to 10. 10. Same
10.
answer.
So whenever the n value is natural number, okay, because it starts from one counting numbers. You know, we have to first prize, second prize, 10th position. So wherever n is a fraction or decimal or negative, just be alert. It's not forming an AP or whatever the case is. Okay. So it's not going to be. You just cross check your answers and probably you will get n is equal to 10. So I think 8th is homework, 9th is homework, 10th, 11th, 12th. You can ignore this also, but I think you could do it. They are easy. 13. Okay, so we'll continue from this and we'll continue from this. Okay. All right.